Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Today I'm going to be showing you my new and improved mini bike upgrades video. This is a FRP GMB100 frame, and I did a Predator 212 swap on it. Don't let the sticker fool you. So I'm going to run down all that I've done with it, and I believe the best place to start is to tell you what I have not upgraded on it. Alright, for starters, pretty obvious, the first thing that I have not upgraded is the FRP GMB100 99cc frame. Another thing I have not upgraded is the plastics in the rear and in the front. And the last thing I have not upgraded are these tires. Not the tires, the actual wheel, the wheel well or whatever that is. Even the axle is upgraded. So let's get into what I actually have done. Probably the most obvious thing on the bike that I have changed is the Predator 212 engine from Harbor Freight. I got this for about $150 at Harbor Freight. Who would have thought? The next thing I'd like to talk about is the front fork and the front suspension. It is very good. I have not had any complaints about this. Here is the brand right there. And overall, it's just been a blast. At the top speeds that I'm pushing with this engine, you definitely need a front suspension at least. So that's what I got. Now attached to the front fork is the handlebars. I got it in black because my last one's bent because I crashed pretty bad. Next, I have an upgraded light bar, and I have this, I don't know, little keychain tag with a kill switch right in the middle. All right, next is the hydraulic brakes. I have a reservoir. You can find this on Amazon. I believe I'll put everything I've ever bought on Amazon in the description below. So this hydraulic brake line runs all the way through the back, zip tied all the way to my brake caliper. And speaking of the brake caliper, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out this brake caliper mount. This thing, I only had it on one screw for the longest time, the actual caliper, because I did not have this mount. I had the stock mount. And ever since getting this, braking's been a lot easier. I can actually start to learn wheelies. And probably as you can tell, I have an upgraded air intake. I rejetted the carburetor along with it, so it's not lagging behind or bogging at any time. And that has a simple instructions on how to do it. You'll be able to figure it out if you do choose to install this air intake. Next, I believe I have a piston vent. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. And speaking of vents, I also have one for my gas tank, just to get more airflow so I don't flood the engine by accident. Speaking of engine upgrades, I do have this muffler and exhaust that I bought on Amazon, and I heat shield wrapped it. The first time I did this, I forgot to wear gloves, and man, it's fiberglass. I was itching for a week. It was horrible. And as you can see, I have my clutch on backwards just so it lines up with my 42 tooth sprocket. And this is a 420 chain. I have the stock chain tensioner, but it wasn't enough. It was all over the place, so I installed this chain tensioner that mounts to the engine's mounting bolts. Works pretty good so far, and I have a lot more tension, the perfect amount, which is about an inch. Want about an inch of play right there. Now talking about the things I do not like about this bike, probably only one thing, is the spring on the stock FRP kickstand. As you can see, it's been through some stuff. It kept coming off, and then I would just have a kickstand down the entire ride, which is not safe at all. So I zip tied it so it will never come off, and now it works great. And that's where the cons kind of end. I almost forgot to mention, I have a riser plate because I wanted to keep this back fairing. You'll see a lot of people take off the fairing in order to fit the Predator 212, but I like it. It looks cool. I mean, look at the jagged edges. I also spray painted the fairings. They need touch up, obviously. So I'll probably be doing that soon. Another one of the things I have not changed are these stock foot pegs. I believe I will be getting those soon just because this one's kind of bent. I don't like it. And there's cooler ones online. Probably get it in black color to match. Also on the Predator 212, in order to link up the kill switch, I had to remove the oil sensor, which is a blessing in disguise because when I do drop back a wheelie, it won't cut out on me and ruin my day. Now onto my tires. I have a cleat tire up front from Go Power Sports. And in the rear, I have, I believe it is an FRP wheel, but I did order it off Amazon from a third-party seller. Sorry, FRP. These are all the tires I've blown through. If you can tell, I like burnouts. I really do. So I got a backup one just in case. I also had to get a new brake rotor because, like I said previously, the mounting wasn't done correctly due to me not finding this part. And eventually it did warp the rotor and was causing all sorts of problems, if you can imagine. This is my throttle connection or throttle assembly. To make sure it snaps into place, there is a idle screw that's supposed to go here. It had a spring on it. There's the spring. I took it out and put the spring connecting the throttle to a part of the throttle mount. Also, I have a zip-tied governor. Pretty easy to figure out. I'm sure you can get it done. Also, this is my second Predator 212 engine. This one right here got some crazy knocking. It was a little too much. So I swapped it out for the one you saw back there, and it's been running fine. I believe the problem with this is I put a new flywheel on and did not know how to time it at all. But soon I'll probably be putting a new flywheel on my current setup. I believe this is the last thing, but I do have a tail light, so when I ride at night, I don't get hit too easily. And yes, I have crashed quite a few times. There's scuffs all over this thing, but it's not gonna stop me from riding. Now for real, this is probably the last thing. I have this plastic, I don't know, number plate. It didn't come out exactly the way I wanted it to, but I don't want to redo it. I mean, it works, and there got to be some aerodynamics at play here with the swooping. I think it doesn't look the worst, but I also don't think it looks the best. We'll probably be changing that soon. I put 10W30 oil in this because it is summertime. I believe you're supposed to put 5W30 in the winter times when it does start cooling down. But other than that, I believe this concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and you hopefully gained some knowledge. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace.